what's the value of having a break to like just kind of get life in order post trade, as you come back into this last part of the season?
It was great. It was a blessing. I was able to go home, grab some of my stuff. So now I'm ready and I'm locked and loaded. Got all my stuff, packed my bags.
How much work did you get in, though? I mean, I saw one of your trainers was posting some stuff, so how much of a break did you really get?
I think, we played Thursday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
We played Wednesday. I flew in Thursday. I believe I worked out Saturday, took Sunday off, worked out Monday. Or I worked out Sunday, Monday, took Tuesday off, and then came back here. So I got a good break. I was able to get massages, yoga, things of that nature. But I wanted to make sure that not from the last time we played until today was a time I picked up a basketball, because I understand that we still have a season to go by. Like, yeah, it's a short break. You're able to decompress, take some time to yourself, your family, things of that nature. But I also wanted to make sure I was able to just clean some things up from the first half of the season and just stay fresh.
Were you able to kind of maybe use a little time to even watch a little more film and stuff and just get familiarized with the team even more? Like,
definitely, I think this last 3 to 5 days helped me do that a lot. The coaches, I asked them to send me the playbook, send me the most frequent actually run, defensive schemes, things of that nature, and I've just been watching it. And I'm getting very much more familiar with it, getting comfortable with it where I'm able to, call sets out. So that's been great, and I think I'm blessed to have these past 5 days to be able to do that.
Especially the 2 wins coming into the break. It really works so well with you and the rest of the guys right away to enable to have so much success, especially in those 2 games.
Yes, we have a very special team. If you look at our roster makeup, we have a very special team, and just putting me, in a mix of that, in terms of the length we have on defense and the scoring power we have on offense, like you saw, and he's able to get to his spot, score at will, and then you know Julius, him doing the same thing. His last game, scoring 40 points. I think that when you mix me into the mixture of that, being able to guard multiple positions, push the pace, get Jaden out, get him easy layups, easy dunk, open threes. I just think that it just, gives us a different swagger. And when we out there guarding, we contesting shots, making teams miss, and then we're able to just push it on the other end. And also in the half court, hit Julius in his spots, or get guys in the spots where they're comfortable at, and then they make plays, make the right reads. I think that's what showed these past 2 games.
You haven't had a ton of minutes with Rudy, but is that going to make a difference in terms of the way you play defense, knowing you have a guy like that behind you?
For sure. I mean, anytime you have a multiple-time defensive player of the year behind you, it always enhances your defense. It always gives you a little bit extra confidence on that end of the floor. So anytime I'm out there with Rudy, it definitely does give me extra confidence, because I know anytime someone gets to the rim, if he's not going to block it, he's going to alter their shots. And if he does not alter their shots, he's going to have guys second guessing going up with it. So for sure, anytime Rudy's out there, he gives me extra confidence on defense. For sure.
Does that make you more aggressive on ball? Does that make your switches more?
It just gives you an extra bit of confidence. You get an extra bit of leeway to be more aggressive, for sure, knowing that you got someone back there who's looking to clean it up at the rim.
You talked about wanting to hone in on defense, and you thought you had more potential on that side of the floor. As you've had some time here, what do you think tapping into that defensive potential specifically here looks like for you with this team?
Just being able to guard at an elite level. That's my main thing. Guard on ball and off ball, be able to guard at elite level. Limit fouling. I don't think pretty much throughout the season I fouled a lot, but I believe the second game I had 4 fouls. So just being able to reduce fouling, and then just being able to be someone out there where a coach can trust that, when you put me on someone, that I'm able to shut them down, or not allow them to be comfortable. We have great trust in Jaden. I think he does a great job wherever he's guarded. So, whenever that secondary ball handler, that third ball handler's off the bench, or whatever the case may be, being able to throw different looks out without it dropping, and I think I'm capable of doing that, and I'm excited to show that. Just throwing different guys at certain guys, I think, as you continue to go deep into the postseason, the regular season, and then by the grace of God into the postseason, I think that's very important. Like you look at Oklahoma City Thunder, they have a lot of guys that they can throw at one person, and we have, great options here also. And I just want to be able to be one of those.
Is it fun to jump into a really good defensive team or a team that really wants that to be its identity? Like for somebody who is good on that end, like
is it fun?
Yeah, like enjoyable.
Sure.
Just to kind of mix into that, and maybe accentuate your skills even a little bit more.
For sure, definitely, because you're able to see, everyone everyone's body frame is different, so everyone is good on that end at different in different ways. So just being able to sit here and pick their brains and see how they can guard, how they guard, and it also just raises your competitive spirit. When I see guys out there trying, I see guys that are getting stops. It makes me want to be like, okay, if you're not letting nobody get by you in the pick and roll, you blowing the pick and rolls, I'm gonna try to do the same thing. It becomes contagious. And that's how I look at it. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to make us an even better defensive team.
You talk about wanting to get better on that end. I mean, basketball defense is just not a one-on-one thing. Like, do you automatically become a better defender when it's 5 guys kind of locked in around you to, could play off with one another and not have the responsibility of, if I don't keep this guy in front of me, he's going to score?
Definitely. Definitely having, good defenders around you definitely helps. But you also want to be able to hone in on guarding your yard, and then if the help is needed, the help is there. But being able to guard, and when I mean guard, I don't mean like just deny your man. I just mean not letting guys get to their comfort zone, blowing up pick and rolls. Because I think if you look at any action or offense, it pretty much is going to end or start with the pick and roll. So if you're able to slow the pick and roll down, then you're able to reduce the help on the backside, and you're able to reduce Rudy having to come over and help. So just little things like that I think that I can be better at, and I challenge myself each and every day to be better at.
I think you was talking about the intensity of games might be starting to count double at this point with how tight everything is in the West. How do you anticipate the intensity of a night in night out basis, like you mentioned, the last 26 games? It'd be one day you wake up the third, one day 56. How are you guys prep for the intensity of the last 26 games?
I've been here for 2 weeks, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I think that's the fun part of basketball. That's why you play this game of basketball. That's why you train so hard in the off season. And I'm just blessed to have an opportunity to be able to contribute in a winning way, whichever way I can. Just how you said, like one day, it's a very small margin for error, and I'm excited to be able to play that. Like I was saying this morning, like this is a blessing to be able to be here, and I'm blessed to be able to impact and win at the highest level. Being in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 seasons, the bar is high. So I'm walking into an organization that has the bar high, that's really trying to compete for a championship. So I'm just excited to be able to contribute.
You mentioned when you got here. You mentioned when you got here that processing and journaling over the trade was a big thing for you. Just how important is that mental health aspect when things like this happen? And what are kind of your go-to kind of mental health coping skills?
Definitely. I think mental health is very important in anything in life, but definitely in basketball. I've pretty much been studying and locking into that. I've been visiting. When I was in Chicago, I was visiting different places to try to just learn more about the mental health aspect. But what helped me go through this trade was I put so much time into mental health. I don't think mental health is something where you should only focus on it when something bad happens. I think it's something that you should do every day, like brushing your teeth. So with me, these last, I would say, year, for sure, I took a next step in my faith and in my mental health. So I was writing, I was journaling each and every day, whether I had a good game, a good day, a bad day, journaling how I felt, journaling what ways I can be better. So, God forbid, I do get traded, I could just, it didn't hit me as hard because I understand it's life and it's all about how you respond. But mental health is huge. It's something very important to me. My faith is very important to me, Jesus Christ. So, putting those 2 things together has definitely helped me and continue to help me each and every day become a better person.
Thanks, Al.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Al.
No problem.